I'm Adi Walker. I'm the International Team Leader for the Nagarikota Civic Engagement Fund in Bangladesh. In summary, 4 things. The fact that we have 3 very diverse development partners that come from very different backgrounds, very different cultures, and that so often work in a more compartmentalized way, are really cooperating for this. So they're showing a very shining example of how development cooperation can really take place by working together with a common theme and a common objective. Second point I would say is that we have a very diverse portfolio of funding opportunities, and it's not just about disbursement of grants, but that we backstop these with capacity development for the organizations that will be receiving the funds. The third is very much, I would say, about time frame. We've allowed plenty of time to make positive change, and we know that takes time, and it should take time. So the program is 12 years in 3 phases. The first of one intended very much about trying things out, learning, and then improving. And the fourth is, I think, the focus of SDG 5 and 16, gender equality, peace, justice, and stronger institutions. They're highly relevant for this country and this moment in time. And I will still quote the American ambassador who says that actually SDG 16 is better placed as SDG 1, with peace as the foundation of everything else that can be built upon it. Firstly and foremostly, diversity. I have to be versatile because there are so many different things going on all around me. And I'll elaborate a little bit on that all around me. Beneath me, somehow, there is a team. I have to steer this team or facilitate the steering of the team. And quoting Richard Branson, one of my heroes, he said, surround yourself with people that are smarter than you and empower them, and the job will get done. And I have done exactly that. My team are all smarter than me, but my focus is to empower them to get the job done. That's looking downwards. Looking upwards, I quote the head of cooperation from the Swiss embassy who interviewed me a few months ago, and she said very clearly to my question, how is it that all these development partners, and there may be more that join us, how is it that that all will be managed? And her response was, well, we'll be looking to you to help us manage this. The third, of course, is then looking outwards. The landscape of actors changes, the context changes, the political environment changes, and we have to be ahead of the game, we have to be ahead of the curve on this. So looking outwards is also really, really important. And I think that good leaders, that I try to be one of, should equally internally reflect. So looking inwards as well. I think at the end of every day, checking yourself in a mirror and saying, did you do what you could have done today, is also an important point. So looking down, looking up, looking out, and looking in. That's my role. Firstly and foremostly, language. We need to communicate in the language of the country, and that the populace in general will understand, which is not this one, it's Bangla. So all our products, all our publications, all communication will be going out in Bangla. This is first and foremost. Secondly, we try to work across the whole country. So there's no exclusive areas, divisions or districts that we will target. It is the whole of Bangladesh. We want to work through partnership structures, so those organizations that might be bigger than others, more prominent, more visible, we're encouraging them to take the smaller grassroots organizations along with them and act as mentors as well, those that normally slip through the cracks when we talk about this kind of development funding, so that they don't get left behind either. And lastly is really very much around what we define as a civil society organization. And many folks consider this is just NGOs, but there are many, many more types of organizations that make up civil society. These include media, these include think tanks, research institutes, women-led groups, youth groups, foundations, CBOs even. And we want to make sure that all of those organizations, entities, and even individuals have an opportunity to be part of this program. And therein we try, at least within the scope that we can afford, to leave no one behind.